Hello, everybody. This is Misfit with the Crows Airsoft Group, and today I've got another park review slash before you go. Today we're going to be talking about Battle Lab, so let's get right into it. First off, we're going over the location and hours. It's located in Ontario, California. There's the address. The phone number is 909-395-0055. They're closed on Monday, open Tuesday through Friday from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m., Saturday 10 a.m. to 10 p.m., and Sunday 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. They have different prices for different dates. On gas blowback nights, which they announce on specific dates, it's $28. Tuesday through Thursday is $28 as well. Friday through Sunday is $38. They also offer a 3-month membership, 1-month membership, and a 3-day pass for $60. Battle Lab also offers a first-time player pack that is required to purchase if it's your first time playing. The pack includes all the essential gear you'll need to be able to participate in the park, which we'll go over in a little bit. Battle Lab does offer rentals, $25 for a KWA rifle and a high cap mag set at the recon class. We'll go over classes in a little bit. And it's $25 for your entire stay. BBs are sold separately, and they're about $18 for 5,000 rounds. $10 for a mask, $10 for a vest. There is an e-bike outpost situated right next to Battle Lab, which allows you to rent most of the models in the store. The rental there is going to cost around $40 or a certain percentage of the model, I think whatever is most. If e-bike closes before Battle Lab will handle the e-bike rental. Like I said, e-bike closes I think normally around 6 p.m. and Battle Lab is at the latest closes at 10, so don't worry if you'll be able to rent whatever rifle you want or whatever rifle they allow. So it's a good way to test what kind of rifles. If you're looking for a new loadout, a new thing, a new rifle, just call ahead, see what kind of models they got, what kind of models you're interested in, see if they rent it. And not only can you get your hands on it and shoot it, but you can actually play with it. That way you can really know if that's the rifle for you. So a really cool rental system that having the e-bike outpost there allows. Next up is the new player pack. It comes with an armband, which is used for team identification and different game modes. The class system bands on the right are those little slap bands. They must be visible on your rifle. They also have a player tag, which is just like a little keychain with the barcode on the back that saves all your information when you register. That way you just scan in. Once you're returning, you scan in, pay, and then once you're checking into the actual arena, they'll scan your thing, make sure you paid, and you're good to go. As you can see, the armbands also come in 4 different colors, all in one. So you'll be able to cycle between pink, blue, red, and green. One band has all those colors in it. All right, now let's go over the class system. Starting from the lowest FPS to the highest, we got the Breacher class, which is set at 30 RPS. Full auto is allowed, 300 and under FPS. So in order to get the Breacher class, you will need to be shooting under 300 FPS. So you're going to go up to the chrono table, give them your gun. They're going to chrono it. They'll let you know what it's currently shooting at, and from there they'll tell you what class and what band you'll use. The Breacher class, it uses the blue band. Next up is the Assaulter, so that's 30 rounds per second again. 1 second burst is allowed. So it's typically 3 rounds. Your FPS needs to fall between 300 and 350. With that, you get a 5-foot engagement distance. For the Breacher class, you get 0 engagement distance, but in reality, it's whatever length your rifle is. So don't think you could shoot people at point blank. They need to be at least as far as the length of your rifle is. Next up is the Recon class. That is also set at 30 rounds per second, semi-only, so the rounds per second doesn't really matter. And your FPS is going to need to fall between 350 and 375. With that, you also get a 5-foot engagement distance. And the last class is the Marksman, which gives you access to select marksman towers. You also get it set at 30 RPS, but you're set at semi-only, so that doesn't really matter. Your FPS needs to be between 375 and 400. With the marksman, you get a 10-foot engagement distance. Your minimum gun length needs to be 32 inches, measured from stock to front of barrel. Length can be achieved with an added mock suppressor. Next up, I'm going to go over some general guidelines. So the waiver needs to be filled out in person. It's going to be a couple of iPads there that you're going to go submit all your information. The information after you submit it will be sent over to the cashier at the front desk, and you'll go from there. Minimum age is 10 years old with a parent or guardian that must sign the waiver. 0 bullying and fighting tolerance. No dry fire in the staging area. Gun bag or box required. So between the building and your vehicle, they much prefer you have a gun box or a bag. They require it. So be sure if you're going to have some sort of carrying bag or your box for your rifle to transport all that stuff in. Electro-pneumatic limits, Polar Star, Wolverine, etc. HPA is only allowed on calendar set dates. So it is not allowed on general walk-on sessions. So be sure to follow their socials on Facebook, Instagram, or check their website or call ahead and just ask them if you have an HPA and see when their next dates are available. Full seal goggles and lower face protection combos are acceptable as long as they cover your nose, mouth, cheek, and chin. You must have a form of ear protection as well, as long as the ears are covered. So soft, beanie. You can put a beanie over your head, and as long as it's covering your ears, it's fine. Gloves of any kind are required. They do enforce this quite a bit, and they do sell gloves at the front desk. I think they're $5 for some cheap little white gloves, but if you forget them, you'll be able to buy them there. They're not going to protect you much, but at least they're there. Also, no binary trigger is allowed. All right, now for the arena rules. The arena is actually where you play, so no blind fire. You must have your eyes on target before shooting. No overshooting or shooting other players. Don't be that guy. Shooting people when going to the respawn. Never shoot towards the ceiling, floors, lighting, or signs. They do have lights and cameras up in the ceiling, so they definitely enforce this. They use those lights for the different game modes and the cameras so the ref can see you. The ref sits in a ref box and watches all the cameras spread throughout the facility, which are all typically on the roof or the ceiling, and that's how he sees it. So they're expensive. Don't shoot the ceiling. If a door is closed, it's not in play, so don't touch any door. The door openings are just going to have openings. There's no doors, so don't kick the doors. No physical contact with other players at any time. No arguing or yelling in the arena. Talk to a referee. The referees are really good about confrontation, so if you have an issue, talk to the ref. No arguing with referees. They're the refs, guys. Final say. No foul language. This is a family-friendly facility. Follow individual gameplay rules as described by the referee before each game. Clear your weapon, remove your magazine, replace barrel stock, and turn on safety before exiting the arena. These are just a handful of the rules, guys. Be sure to go to their website for a full list of the rules and read thoroughly before you go. They'll obviously explain it to you there, but if you're really interested, go ahead and go to their website. They have all the rules there. Now, Battle Lab is one map, but they make up for that with the bunch of different game modes that they come out with and utilize. So, obviously, you got Force on Force, which is typically set as the starter games, just getting people warmed up, getting people ready. It also helps the refs indicate the different level of the players. That way they could set the teams accordingly. So that's Force on Force. With Force on Force, you also get certain revives, which you'll use your light up armband for that, or for just about every game mode. So there's also Cops and Robbers, Kill Confirm, which is really cool. So if you get shot, for instance, you're going to go down. If your teammates get to you in time, they can cycle you back to your team color, which means you will get revived. But if the enemy cuts up to you and cycles you to red, it means you're dead, so you go to the dead box. Infected works somewhat similar, but this time the teams can get switched over. So you get shot, your team could cycle you back into their team, or the enemy could cycle you to their team. But if nobody picks you up within 45 seconds, you get turned into the purple team. So that's the infected. It's a really cool, you get a third team kind of rolling in. It really changes up the game. Battle Royale is similar to Infected, except there's no time limit, and it just starts with 4 teams just going at it. Search and Destroy. There's an attacking team and a defending team. The attacking team gets a bomb. The defending team defends a barrel by the ref box. So the attacking team needs to get to the barrel and with the bomb and place it there and have their hands on it for at least 30 seconds. The objective to be completed. And I think the game goes for about 4 minutes. Next up is Purge. You hide with like at least 3 teammates, I believe. And then you just go. There's no revives. You get shot, it's over. Last man standing wins. Capture the flag. They got different flags in different areas. I think 2 flags. Self-explanatory. Capture the flag. Whoever captures the flag wins. They're constantly testing new game modes, which is really cool. So keep an eye out for that. I'm pretty sure they take suggestions as well. So if you could think of a cool game mode, just let them know. Maybe they've tried it before. Maybe they haven't. And it might become one of their regulars. All right. Now time for my personal recommendations. Battle Lab is very dark, so I would recommend a flashlight of some sort or a rifle light. Also a laser. Second, or maybe first more importantly, would be a tracer unit. That way you can actually see where your BBs are going. Like I said, it's dark. It's hard to see if you're hitting your target if you don't have a tracer unit. So if you can, get one, get your tracer BBs, and it'll really help you out. It's hot in there during the summer, so bring water, some sort of electrolyte drink, snacks, if they allow you, just little snacks so you could chew on in between games. I recommend that you play the Assaulter class, which is between 300 and 350, or the Breacher class, which is less than 300 FPS. Battle Lab is a very close quarters place, and so having those 10-foot engagement distance or not being able to go burst or full auto is kind of a hindrance. For your little ID card thing, I recommend you get a little badge holder that retracts. It's just nice. You have it on your vest. Just pull it out, get it scanned, let it go. It's back exactly where you know where it is. Also recommend that you arrive early because parking and tables are very limited. They have lockers, so bring a lock if they're small. So if you want to hide your cell phone and keys, you can. Any little small items, you can go ahead and bring your own lock and lock it away. Grenades also bring a different perspective to the game. I think they really change things up. They're really helpful. So if you like grenades, bring them. They're very useful to clear up, choke points in certain areas. And they're just overall fun to use. Amenities. Battle Lab has a different, an assortment of different amenities. Like I said, benches and tables. They're available, but very limited. 2 bathrooms with complete plumbing, flushing toilet, a sink, paper towels. They're always clean. They're always nice. It's very convenient. They also have this area called the Arsenal, which provides food and drink to purchase, of course, and they also have beer. So fountain drinks, beer, finger foods, chicken strips, onion rings, mozzarella sticks, I believe, stuff like that. It's really cool to have. They also have an interactive shooting range that you can sit with your buddies and play different shooting games where you basically think of like Top Golf. The friendly staff I would put as an amenity just because they've always been really friendly about recording and doing whatnot, so I think that's a good plus. The Evike Outpost. That is probably their best amenity that they got. Obviously, when it's open, there's techs, there's parts, there's guns, there's gear, there's BBs, flashlights, tracers, everything you need to get out there and get ready. So that is a big plus. All right. Now for my critiques. AC in the arena. It gets really hot during the summer. I think last time I went, they had fans going, but it wasn't too hot, so I didn't really notice much. My goggles did start fogging up. Oh, that's another recommendation. Bring some anti-fog stuff. So it would be cool if they have some sort of AC in the arena. That way, one of our buddies actually got heat exhaustion at one point, so he had to leave the arena mid-game, and he was just really lightheaded, sweating a lot. I think I actually stopped sweating. So it's very dark in there for recording. At least my GoPro is, it's an older one, a Hero 5, so maybe I just need to get a new one. But whenever I try to record, it is pitch black. I'll put some video up, but it also sucks if you don't have a tracer or a flashlight. So maybe they could do a couple semi-late games, maybe a little bit more light, just so people can get some footage, or newer players with less expensive equipment can also enjoy the map without having to break the bank. I put singled out as a critique because there's been multiple instances where, maybe you do something slightly wrong, and after that, the players and the refs kind of keep an eye on you, and they really hold you to the grill, even if it's not completely necessary. For example, We showed up with a big team, which is I'm about to talk on the next point. But we showed up as a big team, about 8-10 people, and with different experience levels. And the refs ended up dividing us just because he said there was a lot of newer players there, and they didn't want us just rolling over everybody. But we're all paying customers at the same time, so we showed up together. We want to play together. We don't want to play against each other. We're a team, so it just sucked. Another time, one of our teammates brought one of his buddies. First time playing Airsoft, he lent him his one of his rifles, which is shooting at a marksman class, which is the orange band. And he shot someone a little too close. The guy called him out. He apologized. The guy talked to the ref. The ref came up to him, said, hey, they fixed it. Like I said, the guy apologized. He took himself out for the rest of the game. And he actually sat out the rest of the night. I think we played 2 or 3 more games, and he did not play those. And the ref came up to him another time after the incident and told him, like, hey, man, like, we talked about this before. Like, you got to stop doing it. And the guy wasn't even in there. So he was being singled out for heaven knows what reason. Maybe just the miscommunication or just the ref not seeing exactly who was doing what. The single map, if you're playing it every month or every week for like a month, it's going to get boring. But, if you're going to the same place for a month, I don't know. Rental information is not on the website, so that is a critique of mine. If they could get that information on the website, I had to call Battle Lab itself and Evike to get that rental information for you guys. And that's all I really have for critiques. My closing remarks, I give the park a 9 out of 10. It is an awesome park, guys. It is a great Milsim CQB map. They tight corridors, tight corners. It's you can run and gun in some certain areas, but you will get punished by a slower paced player if they're doing things correctly. The class system is very interesting. First time I've seen it. It throws in a really cool twist on different engagement distances and different things. It allows players with lesser FPS guns to shoot fast, a full auto. That's just awesome. That's really convenient. The location is very well taken care of. The arena is really, really well taken care of. Like I said, the bathrooms are clean. You're not slipping over BBs. They're swept up, I think, every day. So it's just, you're not finding big old holes in the plywood. It's just a really clean, very well taken care of facility. Confrontations, they exist, but they're dealt with. They don't try to make a big deal about it. They don't try to call you out, yell. The refs are usually really calm and quiet, and they handle whatever confrontation is happening on their level where they can, and just go from there. Let's see, a very good variety of game modes. I think I called out like 8. And like I said, they're constantly making more, so that's just, it really changes up the game. Different game modes could set the fight in different areas, which is really nice. Food and drink and the Evike store is a huge plus. You're not going to find another place like this that has all these things all in one place in an indoor CQB area. You get about 5 minutes in between games, which I think is great. A little rushed, but it does get you a lot of games in one night. And lastly, go to have fun and expect to get hit. You're close quarters. There's people shooting full auto. There's people allowed to shoot burst. Just don't get upset. You're going to get hit. Have fun. Just have fun. Play the game right. Don't get into fights. That's really it, guys. Like I said, 9 out of 10. It's an awesome place. I want more people to go there. The owners of the place are really nice. I think Frank is one of them. I don't remember the name of the other guy. It's just Frank. I see there more often. He's very nice. Talked to us a few times. Very cool. They obviously care very much about Airsoft. So I can't wait to see what else these guys do. If they set up a new store in another place with a different map, I'm definitely going to be going. And I'm still going to be going to the Battle Lab in Ontario. So I really like what they've done. Can't wait to see what else they do. That's all I really have. Don't forget to stay hydrated and call your hits. All right. Thank you for watching, guys. I want to do a little giveaway. So I want people to go, and I know it can be a little pricey, especially for first-time players. So I'm going to be giving away two first-time player packs and a single-day pack of whatever, a single-day pass of whatever choice. So either the weekday at $28 or the weekend at $38. Choices for the winner. I want to pick somebody down in the comments below. So be sure to like, comment, subscribe. We'll get that figured out. And let's get to Battle Lab. Let's have fun. All right. Peace.